Hey guys, Kevin Newton for Australian Survival Instructors. I've got a couple of things I want to show you today. First one being Otzi the Icemans backpack. This is a recreation because they only found a couple of pieces of timber near Otzi, which they're presuming was a backpack. But the basis of the design is two support pieces which go on my lower back and this single hoop. Now this single hoop is a great design because what it does, it stabilises the whole frame. Now imagine having four separate pieces. It wouldn't be pretty stable, it'd be moving like this. So that's a brilliant design by Otzi. And I've attached the goat skin bag totally separate. You can see here it's separate because what I wanted to do is just support it off the top and have a quick release mechanism, which I've done with this single piece of leather. And I've got a couple of goat skin shoulder supports and also another quick release mechanism here. Just makes it easier to put it on and off. The interesting thing with mine is I've used a timber called Callicoma for this hoop piece. And Callicoma is a single genus. Now in the early days of Australian settlement, especially in Sydney, it was called black wattle. Now the flowers are very similar to a wattle because what they used to do was make wattle and daub houses, which is mud and timber houses. And obviously this Callicoma was just as good as other wattle for weaving in and out the walls. And a wattle was just a separate part of a wall. So that's a great use for it. But not only is Callicoma good for that, what I've done, I've used Callicoma to make a self bow. Now this is basically just an experiment, but I'm really happy with this. It's come out way better than I thought it would. I've used a couple of rainforest timbers to try for self bows, which have been failures, but Callicoma is pretty darn good. And not only can you make self bows, but because Callicoma grows in rainforest areas and on the edges of rainforests and drainage areas, there's low light. So what happens is the young saplings and also the suckers are quite straight when they try and reach the light. And you can see here, these shafts are not too bad. I've kept the bark on and also carved out a couple of lighter tones to the sapwood just for decoration. The broadheads I've used Burlington chert from the US. You can see that, and normal feathers, and also pine pitch and sinew as usual. Now with my bow I ended up getting two staves. Obviously I split it in half and let it dry, and this is my other stave, which I'm going to try and make a little bit shorter than my first one and try and get a bit more poundage out of it. I'm also going to dry it a little bit longer because being damp they are taking a little bit of set. But honestly, for a survival situation, if you can make a bow using a knife, you're doing pretty good. Anyway, I'll show you how it shoots. This is Callicoma serratifolia. You can see the serrations on the edges of the leaves, and the underside's really easy to spot. It's light grey, almost white, really easy to spot. There's some shoots here I'll show you. You can see how dead straight these shafts go up to the sunlight. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Magnificent. Now, with Callicoma, a single genus, single species, another favourite material of mine is Gymnostachys, as you all know, and this is a fish trap I've made using Gymnostachys for the weaving. I've just got to finish a few parts, and these here for the frame are, I don't know whether you can see that, the lighter bits, they're source edge. The source edge grows to about 1.5–2 metres in a big clump. I wanted to try this material because it's quite common. So let's go place this in the creek and see how it works. Now what I need to do first is put a couple of rocks in to weight it down. And what I've done, I've chosen this area because you can see the majority of water is flowing into this small channel here. So I'll use some of these rocks to build up a dam here, and we should be ready to go. Yep, I think we're good to go.